What's happening, beautiful people? My name is Dirty Mike and welcome to the advanced free kick tutorial. And I want to start things out with a request. If you enjoy this type of content, please pass it around the community, drop a like, show your friends so we can get it going out to a much larger audience. And I'm going to go over 3 different techniques that I use a lot in terms of scoring goals with free kicks. We've got the short driven shot, which is from 18 to about 22 yards. Then we're looking at the over and down, also the dipping free kick. And then last but not least, we have the deep driven free kick, which is something that I've implemented a lot in FIFA 14. I think it's extremely effective. And before I begin, if you guys need any Ultimate Team coins, check out FIFAcoinstoday.com. The links will be in the description, and make sure to use the code MICHS09, M-I-C-H-S-09, in order to get an additional 10% off on every single purchase. To kick things off, we've got the short drive, and this takes place on the edge of the box as we have De Bruyne. He's focused, he's locked and loaded, 19 yards out, and we're not going to deal with the wall. We're going to challenge the keeper on his strong side and try to power it through. And in order to use the driven free kick, you need to hold LB or L1, depending which platform you're on, as you fill up the shoot command. It's just a nice little easy breezy combination. And you see this goal conceded in real life on a regular basis, and in FIFA, oh my goodness, you either get rebounds, it'll fly in for you, a lot of good things happen. It's one of those goals that I do concede and I score quite often when I get fouled right on the edge of the box. We got Arnautovic in clip number 2, and you're looking to fill up the power meter. I would like to recommend around 2 bars or just under 2 bars, but you can get a little bit crazy with it, especially if you're going to go up top. And I also suggest trying to add some additional movement. So when I'm filling up the power bar, I'm also holding up on the left analog in order to get a little bit of a dip or just something to throw off the keeper. Next up, we have the most commonly used and abused free kick technique, at least from 18 to 24, 25 yards. We have the over and down, also known as the dipping free kick, as we see Lampard bang it home. And you're going to be using the finesse modifier in order to do this free kick. So you're holding RB or you're going to be holding R1, just depending on platform. And I like to get between 2 bars or just under 2 bars if I'm shooting from close distances. So that's the 18 to 24, 25 yard range. But when you get beyond that, it changes a little bit. And the way you aim is a little different as you progress and get a little more complicated with this technique. From close, you have so much room for error. You don't have to be that precise. It's pretty straightforward and it's simple. You aim to the corner, and then when you're filling up the bar, make sure to use the left analog, push forward or push up, and it will give you that dip, and that is so important. And you get used to using different free kick takers and get really comfortable with how much power they need in order to be successful doing these moves. As Lampard, ooh, off the post, that is a beautiful finish. Joe Hart's going to have a bad day in the office. And from distance, what changes is the aiming now is a little bit more specified. You have to get that post lined up between the last defender and the third and fourth defender. Basically, you want the post in between there, and that makes it very easy. And I also like to use, when I'm doing the deeper free kicks from 25 yards plus, a left-footed player on the left side and a right-footed player on the right side, and that's just utilizing and using and abusing that just natural in-swinger, the natural way that they kick the ball, and it makes it a lot easier. Last up, we have the deep driven method, and it's nearly identical to the over and down, but we are now back to using the LB or the L1 modifier to help you get that driven. You need more power. From 30 yards plus, the finesse shot loses a lot of consistency. You're not as accurate. Keepers start catching the ball, and that is frustrating. And we're still going to be using left free kick taker on the left side, right free kick taker on the right side. That's just how I feel comfortable doing free kicks from 30 yards plus, or even something a little bit closer, but from distance I like it. And in the last example, Lampard, I'm doing something a little different here. As you may have noticed from the aim, I have went a little bit farther out wide, and I'm going to put it around the wall, and it scoots in. The keeper is not ready for it. And nothing is different about how you strike the ball, but when you're aiming on the left analog, instead of just pushing forward or up, you need to now push up and then to the left to get a little bit more curve. But if the video helped out, make sure to drop a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter at MICHS09USA, and I have a lot more content come for you ASAP.